I wonder if you could reflect back to the first game and just kind of what your lasting memories were from that, and maybe how the defeat impacted this group psychologically.
We just didn't play up to our standard. As simple as that. We just got to come out, play our brand of football, and we'll take care of business.
Front row, James.
You're one of the few guys who was here at the very beginning 4 years ago, and starting with Dan and this team and this program in this building. And I realize it's a very different situation compared to today, but how different a feeling is it last season when you guys had the success, this season in a playoff game going there, to the way things started in Atlanta 4 years ago?
I feel like, each year we just continue to grow. That's been the theme of the team since I've been here. And, I feel like Coach Landon, has really held the standard that, each and every game year, we just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. So I feel like, that's just a result of, all those days of just continuing to get better and just growing, yeah.
In the back, Olivia.
You've had some history playing at Mercedes-Benz, whether it was when you were in high school or when you first transferred to Oregon. What does it mean to be not only back in your home state, but back in that stadium for this matchup?
It means a lot, going back to where it all started. I played my first big, I guess you can say football games that was televised in that stadium. So, yeah, it'll bring back some good memories for sure.
Second row, John.
You'd missed some games in the start of the season, and that Indiana game originally was one where you were still kind of coming back from that injury. How have you felt like you're just back to 100% and more ready for this game the second time around?
Just honestly just continually to do treatment, just routine. I feel like in the beginning of the season, I got hurt at practice. I wasn't wearing my girdle, so I wear my girdle now. So yeah.
Front row, James.
They generate about as many TFLs as any team in the country defensively. What is it about what they do that is able to generate that much pressure, whether it's in pass rush or getting after you guys in the backfield?
They do a lot of exotic pressures, sim pressures. They're a real disciplined defense. They're real good at what they do. And as far as up front, they do a lot of games. They do a lot of movement, stunts, twist games, and I feel like our O-line is going to handle that, and it won't be a problem.
Second row, Eric.
I'm going to ask about that. Your responsibility and the running backs in general in pass protection too, just because it can't just be the O-line, right? It has to be kind of everybody. How difficult is it when they are coming from a variety of different spots and sometimes it's unpredictable?
I feel like just being slow and getting out en route, making sure it's secure before you get out helps a lot. I mean, sometimes, they do a good job of disguising it. So sometimes it is you don't know where it's gonna come from, but if you're slow, you'll see it,
Front left, James.
We talked in the spring about how different things are for you in life compared to your younger teammates. When your fiance is traveling with your son amidst this whole deal and seeing her posting it, I'm sure you're aware of it when it's happening, but when you see the videos thereafter,
yeah,
it's different, obviously, for her to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like? You're traveling on a plane with the rest of the guys and you're getting all that, but she's going through airports with an infant and doing all that deal. So what is that like to experience when it's the non-football stuff, the off the field stuff?
It's a great experience. When I'm with them traveling, or her traveling alone, or just being a dad in general.
Being a dad amidst the playoff.
I mean, it's a great experience. I come here, I show up, I grind, and then I get to go home to my family, who I'm very thankful for. It's not always easy. Right now, my son, he kind of sick. So sleep is kind of non-existent. But who needs sleep? You know what I mean? But no, man, it's a blessing for sure. To just have those loved ones that you get to see after a long hard day at work. It just, yeah.
We're going to go to the Zoom. Brenna?
I know it was, mentioned about you playing in Mercedes-Benz, and I know that there have been some difficult memories there in terms of how those state championship games went, in particular the first one. Just how motivated are you to kind of flip the script of games you've had in that stadium?
I mean, every game is a new game. I don't really hold any past feelings going into games from recent games. Every game is a new game, so it's like I just want to win. I don't really care about my record in the stadium or past games that's happened. As long as we win this game, I'm gonna be happy.
Staying with the Zoom, Dan.
No, just what you can say about not only being in the backfield and the success that you've had, but with Davison, just the 1-2 punch. We saw it a lot in the last game against Texas Tech. Just what it's like to be in the backfield and feed off each other.
Well, I mean, like I'm the vet, so it's just I feed off of just seeing my younger guys just have success, and they feed off me too. They always say you get us started, you get us going, like we feed off you. So we feed off each other. Like sometimes I'm in games where the run's not hitting or I miss a hold. They're like, "Hey, bro, remember what you told me?" Like they'll tell me what I told them, and I'm like, "Damn, y'all sound like me. Like you coaching me up." So yeah, it's unique, man. It's special, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to share this time with them because a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't get freshmen that get to come in and that's ready and that's as talented as these guys. And I'm just happy that I got the opportunity to share the backfield with them.
Brenna.
I just wanted to know how many ticket requests you've gotten this week.
I got a lot, but I mean, I'm not bad at saying no. My teammates were charging too much money for tickets this week, so I just chose to just be the bad guy. I mean, if you're not gonna like me over me not getting you a ticket to the game, then the love not genuine. So, but I got 10 so far. So yeah, that was my max.
Anything else? Anybody else? Oh, right over here. John, on second row.
Just how important is the diversity that Coach Stein has in his run game when you're going into a rematch like this where they've seen your run game before?
I feel like football is universal. So I mean, we all run the same stuff. It's about how you go out there and execute it. And it's about physical dominance, honestly, in the run game. You gotta line up against the person you're going against and move them. And, it creates lanes. Like, I mean, they gonna know what we're gonna run. We gonna know what they gonna run. It's about who's gonna out physical the opponent and stop it.
Back left, Aaron.
Now that you got a chance to kind of reflect on the last game, what do you feel like was the difference between that first half when the offense struggled to finish a little bit and the second half when you guys were able to get some stuff going?
I feel like that juice we brought into the locker room at halftime, that helped a lot. And, just going into that second half, we were just all positive vibes on the sideline. Like, I feel like that energy, that juice, that positive affirmation, like that's big and it's like real big for success, like for our offense, because you need so many things to go right. You need everybody to move on one accord. As far as defense, is you just need one person to make a play, But when we do that and we having fun, we joking around and we just being ourselves, being the unique human beings that we are, we go out there and we play to our standard and yeah, we look different.